Group is recycling. So we're going to start off by singing a song. If you know it, sing along. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce, recycle. So as you can see, we have two things in front of us. We have a basket and a cupboard. So when we're doing this project, we had some leftover cardboard. Instead of throwing them away, we use them to make useful things that we can give Mr. Luada to put in the lab. Okay. I'm going to start off with recycling in relation to physics. Some people might ask that, is it possible? So first thing is gravity. Now, gravity is the force that pulls us down towards the earth. It is probably the simplest way we can separate out our recyclable materials. By positioning a series of holes and spinning discs, we can let items filter through something that looks like a giant sieve. So what that means is that we're going to put two different sizes of discs together. We're going to have holes in the middle. Then large items will make it through the larger holes, while small items will make it through the smaller holes. By shaking it, the heaviest items will fall, while the lighter items move up. So we use that law of gravity to separate different things. We can separate plastic and paper. So then we have magnetism and conduction. We also need to separate different types of metals. There's no point of melting down aluminium and steel together because it won't produce a pure result. But for any other different metals at different temperatures. So we use the law of physics to help us separate metals too. So different metals have different magnetic properties, which makes them easy to stick to magnets. So we can separate the different types of metal by using a magnet. Then also conduction. Metals are conductors of electricity and can create magnetic fields in an area. We create electricity inside the metal recyclables. We can use the nature of the electricity to separate the rest of the metals by type using a machine called eddy current separator.
So all materials take energy to create, and producing that energy puts greenhouse gases into our atmosphere. And we know that when greenhouse gases enter the atmosphere, it destroys the ozone layer, like the other group said. And that is what helps filter the UV rays. So without recycling, we're destroying our atmosphere and putting ourselves at risk. So these are the 6 R's of recycling. Reduce, which basically means we should try and lower the level at which we use those materials that cause harm to our society. Reuse, we should try and use them again after use. So if you have a plastic bottle, instead of just trashing it, we should try and use it again and again and again until the lifespan has ended. Refuse, which means you should try and lower the amount of use of those things. If someone offers you a glass drink or a plastic drink, you should say no. Maybe you want it in a metal bottle. Rethink, which means you should think about other ways in which you can recycle those materials. Like now, this cardboard, you could have just thrown away the carton into the dustbin, but now I've used it to make a cupboard, which is going to be used in the physics lab. Repair, which means if something spoils, you shouldn't just trash it. You should find the best way to try and fix up that thing so that it can be reused again. And recycle, which is the general saying for all the remaining 5 R's. So what is recycling? Recycling is a way of recovering materials such as metals, paper and cardboard and plastics, which can then be used to make new products, like I've said before. Steps to recycling materials: collection and processing. So you collect all the, let's say for now, plastics, collect all the plastics and process them, maybe melt them, then remanufacture them into newer plastic bottles. Then purchasing the new products that have been made from recycled materials so that we can just keep on going in that same cycle. So by recycling garden products and planting trees, you can help improve the environment in the back of your house. So now I would like to call 3 members of the class to dip their hand into the recycling bin. Petrine. Now read the facts.
Recycling reduces our dependence on imported raw materials.
Anissa.
Aluminium cans are melted down to make new products.
And Hansley.
Recycling helps conserve our non-renewable resources.
Michelle.
Paper recycling is very common.
And our teacher, Mr. Oluwadara.
Enough metal was recycled from old corsets to build 2 warships. That's interesting.
Yeah. And everything inside they were made out of scrap cardboard from after we made the project. So that's why it's a recycling bin. Thank you.
Good day everyone. We are group 3 and our topic is pulley system.